Good evening. Welcome back to our third episode on Healthy Cooking with Chef Larcher. My name is Bob Benson. I'm host tonight. Chef's got a special under chef that's training with him, and that's Emily Graham. So it's Miguel Larcher is our chef.
Nice to meet you all.
His wife will come and present a little bit of a health nugget later on. So anyway, we've done 3 presentations as of tonight. The first one, we talked about how to make healthy soups. The last time we met, we did healthy sauces. And if you haven't seen those presentations, you can go to our website and you can catch those and see the recipes that we use there. So, but tonight, what are we doing, Chef? What's the topic tonight?
Well, tonight is an exciting moment tonight, and hopefully all of you will be happy to be there and cook with us. Tonight we have like a broccoli cheese soup. Okay, broccoli cheese soup. It's very comforting. It's very just great.
All I can say is I have had the broccoli cheese soup, very similar to what he's cooking tonight, and I want to tell you, it's one of our family favorites. It is awesome. You're going to love it. This is going to be one of your top 5. So enjoy it, take it in, learn from it, and use it at home. So at this time, Chef, you guys are going to go prepare your produce, and while they're doing that, I'll give a little bit of a devotional thought. And then when they're done preparing, we're going to come back over here and we'll watch them do the presentation on how they're going to cook it and prepare it to eat. While that's cooking, then we're going to have Chef's wife, Nadine Larcher, nurse practitioner. She will give a health presentation, and she gave it to me what I was talking about, something about healthy guts biome. So we're going to do that one. And then when she's finished, they'll be done cooking, and then you'll see how we put it all together as we close out. By the way, our next presentation will be May 25. That'll be the end of the season for us, as we'll take a summer hiatus and come back in the month of probably early September. So, all right, Chef, go ahead and show us how you're going to prepare that while I give a little bit of a devotional.
Hello, Emily. How are you? Are you excited to cook with us with me today?
I am.
And bonjour, bonsoir. Today is evening, so bonsoir. Do you know what does it mean, bonsoir?
Evening, something.
Yeah, good evening. Yes, bonsoir, everybody. And I hope you all went out shopping and bought everything that you needed to buy for these recipes. And please do so and join us and cook with us. Okay, just cook with us. It'll be exciting for us to see some picture at the end. Okay, of the pictures of what you have done. And that will be great, and your comment also. Okay, Emily, let's do quickly. Okay, so we have carrots, we have onions, so we're going to peel these onions. So make sure you peel your onions first. This is like a large onion, so you need only one. Okay, so you need only one. So after this, go ahead, peel it. And I'm going to take about three carrots. It's about 7 ounces, of carrots. 7 ounces of carrot. The reason why I like to wait immediately the soup, everything, because to make it every time the same flavor for the soup, the same consistency. So it's like if I say 3 potatoes, you can have 3 big potatoes, and what will happen? It's like the soup will be like, okay, today was very starchy, and yesterday was not. So
the different sizes.
Yeah, different sizes. So I'll be like 14 ounces. So we wait for 14 ounces. So this is 14 ounces there. So you can already cut it in 2.
Okay.
So I'm going to go ahead and cut this one for you in 3 or 4.
You just in half, lengthways, or
just as small. You do just quarters, just like that. You just quarter it just like that. Okay. Perfect.
All right.
Just like this. Sound good?
Yeah.
And then we have some boiling water already. So it's about 4 cups of water. And it will take about 40, maybe less, until it's cooked properly. Okay. Mm-hmm. So, and the onions, go ahead, cut it into half again.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Great. Awesome. Wonderful. So let's go ahead and put it into the water there. So it will take about 40 minutes, maybe 30 minutes. We have some already pre-cooked, so don't worry. We'll stay waiting for this to cook for 40 minutes, and we don't know what we will be doing anyway. 40 minutes waiting. Okay, so go ahead, put everything in, and we're going to finish everything. We're going to wash the broccoli, and while they're doing so, and probably some rosemary, thing like that. Okay. So see you soon, everybody. Enjoy the health lecture, not the health lecture, but enjoy the meditations.
All right, so I have a little devotional thought while they're getting things ready to roll over there. Our topic tonight is the importance of temperance. Temperance. How important is temperance today? I was taking a class. First of all, what is temperance? It's abstinence in that which is harmful. Well, like smoking, for example, illegal drugs, those kind of things. That's abstinence in those harmful things is part of what temperance is all about. But temperance is also moderation in that which is good. So even good food, healthy food, nutritious food that is being prepared here, we want to be careful to eat it in moderation and not to overdo it. Why is temperance important? Well, I have to tell you, I just did yesterday some CEUs for my physical therapy license, and I did it in diabetes. And along with America's huge increase in obesity, which is just amazing how much we become a nation of overweight and obesity, it has directly proportional effects on diabetes. So our nation, for example, from the time of 2008 to 2019, we went from 5.7 million to 34.2 million diabetics. That's a six-fold increase. And so what we're trying to do is we're trying to teach you how to cook healthily with foods that are low in fat, low in sugar content, like carbohydrates, low in calorie density, but high in fiber. And those kind of foods will keep you from becoming overweight. As we eat these healthy foods, it'll definitely help and assist in that problem. So that is going to be helpful for our physical health, but temperance is also important regarding our spiritual health, because spiritual health is important. And I look at 2 Peter chapter 1, it talks about grace and peace be multiplied to us as his divine power has given to us all things that pertain to life. So we're talking about like physical health, emotional health, social health, but then it also adds and godliness. That's spiritual health. So spiritual health is a part of this equation. These two go together. I would say that we're talking about health and holiness make happiness. Health and holiness make happiness. So that's very important. So let's take a look at the effect of spiritual health when it comes to temperance. So we notice that Peter writes down a list of things. They're kind of like a ladder. The first rung, the second rung is higher, and the third rung. The first rung, he says, add to your faith. Faith is the first rung. Without faith, it's impossible to please God. So as you study the Bible, faith comes by hearing, and hearing by the word of God. Your faith is increased. Then comes virtue. Then add to your virtue knowledge. Then add to your knowledge self-control or temperance. So here's what we're talking about tonight, temperance. But as it doesn't stop there, it goes on. It says, add to your self-control and temperance perseverance. So you can see that perseverance is higher than temperance. Okay. If you don't have temperance, you're not going to have perseverance or patience. That's going to be in low supply. And above perseverance is godliness. And above that is brotherly kindness. And at the very top of the ladder, right close to heaven, is love. The unconditional love, the agape kind of love. But you can see that if you don't have self-control and temperance, that you will have low supply of perseverance, godliness, brotherly love, brotherly kindness, and love. So when we look at health as a whole picture, God wants us to be healthful physically, yes. He doesn't want us to have any of these diseases upon us. By the way, if we are intemperate in our eating and if we suffer from overweight and obesity, the increased risk of diseases, there's about 25 plus diseases there's a significant increase in risk of, including cancers. So that is one of the reasons why we want to help make it easy for you to enjoy your food nutritiously and healthfully without the side effects of a lot of calories causing obesity, so you can have genuine health. But along with that the goodness of health physically, there's a goodness of health spiritually. So I just want to encourage you, as 2 John chapter 1, it talks about that he writes to us so that we may prosper and be in health. God's desire is to prosper in everything. That would be physically, socially, mentally, but also spiritually. God wants us to have the whole picture. So that is our closing thought here today. My heart's desire is that you not only enjoy and learn physically how to be healthy, but I encourage you to get in the Bible, spend time in your Word, find a church to attend, listen to some messages, get involved in a religious community, and experience the fullness of life that Jesus came to give us. All right, so we're going to turn it back over now to Chef Miguel and to Emily.
Hi. So while you were listening these things, this lecture, we have put into our pot, if you can see here. We don't have a cover, so if you don't have a cover like us, we just use a pot to cover these things there, and it work all the time. So nothing fancy, but can you see this? I'll bring it close to you. Hopefully, it doesn't fall on the floor. Okay, so this is what we have, and so we have the onions, carrots, and potatoes, and you want to make sure that it's tender before you use it. Okay, so Emily, that remind me actually. My mom, when I went to school, because I used to go, my school was in France, so I culinary school in France. So once a year or twice a year, I would come home, and the first thing she would make for me is a vegetable soup. It was just like the best in the world.
Yeah.
It was so comforting. Everything. Soup is my favorite comfort food. Okay, so and one day I wish we'd demonstrate how to make this vegetable soup that my mom used to do for me, and I assure you, you will love it. You will love it. Okay, so
awesome.
So now Emily went ahead and she cut those broccoli. So this we're going to use for blanching. Blanching is not cooking. It's just we're going to dip it for 40 seconds into the hot boiling water, and then you'll be ready for the soup. But we'll wait for this first. Okay, so. In the meantime, while this is boiling and everything, let's go and cut two garlic.
Okay.
So,
How do you,
okay, when it's
Can I
like this,
break it? Okay.
yes, when it's like this, you can just use your hand. A lot of noise, but no, it's about the kitchen, everybody. Those are about the kitchen. Okay, so you can take two there like this, and yes, and go ahead, yes, yeah. Good for out. I'll help you for this one. Oh yeah, it's take all the stress away.
Right.
How was your day? You have a good day?
It was
Yes.
good.
Yes, good. Yeah. Awesome. Yes. How's everybody out there? Are you cooking with us? I hope everything is running well for you. You put your potatoes in, and your onions, and also your carrots. So after we finish the carrots, because we started already pre-cook few things here, I'll show you already. This is the pre-cook veggies that we have. The onion is well tendered. If you can see, I can touch it like this. It's well tendered, and the carrots and the potatoes also. Okay. So now we're going to put into the blender and use about 2 cups of water, and we'll see what happens. Okay. So this is ready, and Emily, what she's doing right now is to preparing the garlic that will go into the velouté. Velouté is a blend of cream. It's like a cream with a mixture. Okay, so you call it velouté. Velouté is a smooth.
Sounds like velvet.
Yeah, velvet. It's very smooth and everything, but it had to have a cream in it. So the cashew will be our cream. Okay, our cashew, our cream. And if those who are allergic to nuts, you can use coconut milk. It's fine. Coconut milk it'd be okay, and actually give a lot of texture, and it'd be excited actually with the coconut milk. I think it'd be as better than the cashews also. So okay. So we put 2 cloves of garlic. If you want more garlic, you may. Let's put it in the corner there in the meantime. Okay. Okay. So go ahead and put everything to the blender. Let's go to only the veggies, okay, Emily? Only the veggies. So we're going, friends. So we're going to bring everything to the blender. Our blender is over there. Go ahead and take it with you.
Okay. You want me to just dump it?
Yes.
The whole thing?
All the veggies. Yes. Put all the veggies in. Okay.
Okay. So we're gonna leave the water in the pot.
Yeah. We're going to take 2 cups of water with this. Okay. I'm going to measure it for your sake. Okay, guys. For your sake, I'm going to measure it with you. But you don't have to measure it, it's better we measure it today.
Oh, well, thank you. For making the measurements.
Yes. Okay, so she's putting all the veggies into this, the carrots and the celery and the onion. This is so healthy and yet so tasty. I can't wait for you to try it, Emily. It's really great. Okay, now you want me to help you? Okay, let me.
Yeah.
I'll hold this. Okay, you hold this and you do yourself. Okay. Yes. Yes, 2 cups. And if it's not enough, if too much water has been evaporated while you are cooking your thing, you can just put some. Okay. Yeah.
it's a little
It's
short.
fine.
Is
Yeah.
that okay?
It's short. Yeah, but it's fine. We can always put as much. Okay. Go ahead.
Oh, thank you.
We're going to have some noise now in the kitchen, but that's the way it is. Okay. Yes. Yes. Go ahead. You can.
How much?
Okay. First, you want to make sure that it's on low first, and go ahead. Okay. So go ahead on high. Yes, all the way. So now, as you see, Emily, she's blending everything until it's very smooth. You see that's the consistency very creamy. It's fine. You can. Yeah. Okay, let's see inside. Beautiful. You want it a little bit more? There is some pieces around there. Okay, blend it longer.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, go ahead. Okay, that's fine. That's fine enough. Okay, so now what you can do, let's bring it together into this part here. Okay, let's bring it there so you can see. Okay, so I hope you are on the same page with us. Maybe your vegetable was not cooked quite yet, but you can follow the principle there, okay? So those who already cooked their veggies in advance, when you read the recipe, so this is the steps there, and you see how creamy and beautiful. Look at this. This is incredible. This will look like a cheese already, isn't it? Like a cheese soup. So we're missing the cashew, and we're going to put a little bit of water with the cashew. You don't want to put too much water, Emily, when you cook the cashew, because when you blend the cashew, the reason why, what will happen? It will not be very smooth. Okay, so a little bit of water first. Okay, yeah. So we're going to measure. Oh, you could have left. You could have left this. Yes, you can. Actually, it bring more flavor to it. Okay.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's fine. Okay, so let's take a little bit. Let's take some cups here. Okay, a little bit of water here. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead. Put a half a cup of cashew.
All right.
You can use that one.
this
Is
this a half?
Yes.
Yeah.
Something. I hope so, but that's okay. You can put a little bit more than half if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Just a handful, but no, seriously, follow this recipe just like it is, and it's good. I just love cashew, that's why. Okay, Emily love cashew. Okay, we'll go ahead and blend it again.
Okay.
Yes. I hope this blender is kind of loud, so I hope it will work, Emily. And
Yeah.
yeah, because it's so loud, it's not now, so hopefully it blend well. Okay, let's see. Let's try it. Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
You have to put more water in.
Yeah. I mean.
As I put water, I'm going to put more of this cream inside of it. Okay. Let me put some more of that.
Yeah. I should have left the
Yeah.
other stuff. Okay.
Yeah, it's fine. Okay, let's blend it again. Hey, do you have fun with us? Because we have a lot of fun here, and I hope you are able to cook also. I hope that you have a good experience so far. We're blending the cashew, and how is it? Yeah, go ahead, go on high. Yeah, keep going, keep going. The reason why, because it's a small quantity of cashew for a big blender like this. So you will see the difficulty.
Is that okay? Okay. I'm good. Keep it.
Okay, there is some pieces in it. I'm not very satisfied about this, but okay, let's
Can we scrape this
yeah,
out?
let's scrape it up. I think there is a spatula over there. Yeah, there is. Yeah, it's supposed to be very creamy and nice and everything. If you have a small blender, it probably is the best. But this is what I have right now. So let's do it again.
Get it? Yeah.
Okay, we get it. Okay.
Okay.
I didn't know cashew would take so much time to blend, huh? But yeah, it's good. Okay, let's see this. Yeah, almost ready. This cashew. Why don't you want to blend? It's because this is okay.
It's this big.
Let,
big.
hey, I'm going to change it here, Emily. I'm going to do something drastic. Okay, I'm going to change this. Yeah, I hope you have fun and have a good laugh about this one. This is a laugh for the blender. You know, it's everything happened in this kitchen. Yeah. Okay. Okay. We're going to transfer this blender. Make a lot of more noise actually. Okay. But it's fine. It's smaller, so it should blend better. Okay. Go ahead. Let me put a little bit of water there. Let's take all these nice goody things. Okay, go ahead. Yeah. You see, this is what we okay. Have mercy with this noise. Okay, now this is what we wanted. This is the creaminess of the cashew, and it's ready to be used. Okay, this is what we want. So, Emily, so what we do next? What do you think? We're going to put the cashew into this soup there. Okay. Okay. You can use this.
No,
here,
thank you.
okay? Yes. Just for curiosity, I want to check. Oh, this is ready to be used already. This chaos is almost cooked.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Okay, so we're going to use a whisk just to make sure everything well combined. And when you put the cashew into your soup, you want to make sure, and you put it on the stove, you want to make sure that you stir it from time to time, often, because cashew have tendencies to burn, okay, fast. So, okay, because it's a nut, so you're going to burn fast. So we're going to
Burn anything. today.
no, we're not going to burn anything today. We're going to be safe today. Okay, so now go ahead and mix it well.
Okay.
And let's put the garlic. Garlic is optional. If you don't want garlic, it's okay. But yet, I think it brings a nice flavor to it. Okay. And we're going to put about a quarter of a teaspoon of smoked paprika. Again, this is optional, Emily. But if you don't like smoked paprika, it's fine. It's not a big deal. It'll be still good. And rosemary. You know I like rosemary. So you know something? I wanted to call my daughter Rosemary. I did tell you that.
No.
No, but my wife was not. No, she did say no. It'd be Adassa, not Rosemary.
That's is beautiful.
Yeah, Adassa is beautiful.
Name.
Okay, so we're going to put a little bit of rosemary inside.
Okay.
It just gives it like an earthy flavor. Oh, it's just the rosemary just bring like you feel like you're in the Mediterranean, walking along the.
Promenade?
Yes, la promenade. Right. Okay, let's put the garlic. Let's put this inside.
Okay. Oh, so good.
Yes. Okay. And let's bring it to a simmer.
Okay.
Okay. You want to go ahead? Show the camera this. Can you see? And this is what we have there. You see our creamy, our velouté, and the cashew just bring the flavor much. The color more vibrant. Okay, go ahead now. Put it in. So now we're going to put let it simmer for about 10 minutes on low heat, and we'll be very careful to wash it. And so after this, we're going to show you the next steps. We're going also to blanch this for 40 seconds. Probably I will blanch it with you when we come back after the lecture. Okay, so. Make sure everything doesn't burn. Make sure you blend your veggies. You have like some time to do it. So we come back to you. Okay?
Okay.
Let's do this.
Yeah.
Yes. No, this is you can use it for you, Emily. You can make your own soup.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the health presentation segment of our program tonight. I hope that you have been enjoying the cooking class, and
It's not loud enough? Okay.
I hope that you have been enjoying the cooking class, and I hope that you will also gain a blessing from our health program tonight. So I want to start off by saying that
Into the boiling water.
anatomy and physiology, human anatomy and physiology, is one of my favorite subjects to study. And when I study the human body, when I study about the cardiovascular system and the respiratory system and the endocrine system and the immune system and all the different systems of the body, I am always intrigued and I am amazed and I am reminded what a wonderful God that we serve. Well, tonight I'm going to add something else to one of my favorite subjects to study. And that is actually, I should say, becoming one of my favorite subjects to study. And it is called the human microbiome. So we're going to talk about how to keep a healthy gut microbiome. And you are familiar with Psalm 139, verse 13 and 14. It says that you created my inmost being, and you knit me together in my mother's womb. And it says that I will praise you, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Well, tonight, friends, I want to tell you that science is just beginning to discover the wonders of the human microbiome. It is something that has been studied for within the last few years, the last 10 years, or maybe a little bit before that. But I believe that they're only beginning to touch the surface because this is such a wonderful subject to delve into. And before we go on, I want to bring to the forefront two definitions that we will be talking about tonight. And those two definitions, or those two words, are the microbiota and the microbiome. So the microbiota is a group of bacteria that actually live in a specific part of your body. They could hibernate in your skin, or they could hibernate in your gut, or other different specific parts of your body. Whereas the microbiome itself is a collection of all of these groups of bacteria, or you could call them the sum of it all. The human microbiome is literally made up of trillions of microbiotas. In fact, scientists say that there are probably about 40 trillion of them. And they are made up of different species of bacteria and parasites and viruses and fungi. And with all of these bacteria living together, we have to say that some of them are healthy and some of them are unhealthy. And we will talk about that a little bit later, about the healthy and the unhealthy bacteria. But I want to say that the largest amount of microbiotas are found in our small and our large intestines. And what does DNA have to do with this? Your DNA is unique. And like your DNA is unique, your microbiome is also unique. So when we are born, we inherit a microbiome from our parents. And that microbiome, it stays with you for the rest of your life. But the saying goes that your DNA is not your destiny. Likewise, your microbiome is not your destiny. It is actually influenced by the diet that you eat and by the type of environment that you surround yourself with. And when we talk about the microbiome, I want to refer to them also as the good guys and the bad guys. Like I said, there is good bacteria and there is bad bacteria. The good guys go by fancy names such as Bacteroidetes, and the bad guys go by fancy names such as Firmicutes. And I want you to remember those two names throughout this presentation. What you need to know specifically is that you want to make sure that you have plenty of bacteroidetes and less of the firmicutes. And we're going to find out later on how we do that. And within these categories, there are many diversities of good and bad bacteria, many different names. But you want to make sure that you have a good variety of your good bacteria in your gut. And also, I want you to imagine with me that deep down in your colon, in your intestines, that every single day, every moment, that there is a war going on down there. And it is a real war between the good bacteria and the bad bacteria. So who will win this war? Will it be the bacteroidetes or will it be the firmicutes? The war is fought with every single bite that you put into your mouth. Having more healthy bacteria in your gut helps to ward off disease. The microbes in your intestines determine what is good, what is done with the food that you put into your bodies. And we're going to talk a little bit later about what happens when you put good microbes in your body and when you put the bad microbes. So having a diversity of good bacteria will keep the bad guys in check. And the good news is that scientists have found that these good bacteria are fed and nourished by, guess what? The plants that we eat, by plant foods themselves. And so the best way to boost the diversity of good bacteria is to be on a plant-based diet. And I cannot stress that enough. You've heard me talk about plant-based diets in my other 2 lectures. And it is actually probably one of my favorite subjects to talk about, in addition to all the other things that I mentioned, because it is so important. So what is a plant-based diet? It includes fruits, nuts, whole grains, vegetables, and legumes. And so including all of these categories in your diet every single day, it helps to ensure that you build a healthy microbiome. And when you have a healthy microbiome, guess what? You can lower your risk of diabetes, you can improve your immune system, you can reduce inflammation, which reduces inflammatory diseases, you can improve your cardiovascular health, and you can keep your weight in check. Who would have thought that this war is actually fought in our gut, that it begins there? On the other hand, when you have an unhealthy microbiome, you increase your risk of inflammatory diseases like ulcerative colitis, rheumatoid arthritis, Crohn's disease, multiple sclerosis, cardiovascular disease, even obesity, insulin resistance, and diabetes. And I'm sure there's more to that list. It goes on and on. So important to have a healthy microbiome. One of the ways that you can ensure that you have a healthy microbiome, like I said, is to eat plant foods. Fiber is very, very important. Fiber is only found in plant foods, your fruits, your vegetables, your whole grains, your legumes. The plant-based experts recommend that we get about 40 grams of fiber per day. And some experts even say that we should bump it up to as much as 50 to 55 grams of fiber per day. And that's a lot. You know, most Americans are only getting about 15 or 16 grams of fiber per day. And that's just a drop in the bucket of what we actually need. A high fiber diet is food to the healthy bacteria that's in your gut. They get happy when you feed them all that good stuff. They have a party down there. And it will help your good bacteria. Eating high fiber foods will help your good bacteria make something called short chain fatty acids, and also other metabolic components that help to improve your immune system, reduce the risk of chronic diseases and inflammatory diseases. A high fiber diet and plenty of prebiotics. Prebiotics are also inclusive of high fiber, and they also help the good bacteria to grow. And within certain foods, there is a large concentration of prebiotics, such as leafy green vegetables, beans, dandelion, leeks and onions, asparagus, garlic. All these wonderful foods have a high concentration of prebiotics. And then there's also probiotics. You've heard of that. This is a type of yeast or bacteria that is found in fermented food and some types of supplements. And they help to improve the health of your gut. And they have a higher concentration of bacteria that's going to help boost your good microbiome. And these include sauerkraut, tempeh, kimchi, miso, water kefir, and even kombucha tea. And I want to say that my husband makes some really good kefir. It takes a long process to make it, but maybe one day he will show you how to make it. But kefir is loaded with good bacteria that is so good for your gut. And then some of us need supplements in the form of probiotics. If you have been on prolonged antibiotics, if you have had infectious disease that has destroyed your microbiome, then probably you will need to take some supplements to help build up back your microbiome. But if you are a healthy individual, your focus needs to be on prebiotics. Get in all the healthy prebiotics. Get in all the fiber in your diet. Don't waste your money on supplements if you don't need it. The supplement industry made $35 billion in 2015, and in 2024, it's expected to go up to $65 billion. Take this information that I'm giving you tonight and use that. Don't waste your money on supplements if you don't need it. And then lastly, I want to talk about foods to avoid. And this is where the rubber meets the road, because this is so hard for many of us. We need to learn to avoid meat, cheese, eggs, and fish in our diet. And I know that we struggle. A lot of us struggle with this. I struggled a long time with cheese and eggs. I became a vegetarian when I was 19 years old, and it took me a long time before I made that decision. But the sooner you can make that decision, the best. And here's why I'm telling you this, is because these types of foods has something called L-carnitine and choline. Listen to these big words. And L-carnitine and choline gets converted into trimethylamine, or abbreviated TMAO, and that gets converted into trimethylamine N oxide, which is TMAO. Does that sound familiar to you? TMAO increases your risk of heart attacks, strokes, and even death. Plant foods do the opposite. They stop the growth of bacteria that produces TMAOs, and they help to lower the level of TMAOs in your body, thereby decreasing your risk of heart attacks, strokes, and even death. So as hard as it is to eliminate these things from your diet, in the long run, you will be thankful. Your gut bacteria will be thankful. Your body will be thankful. You will be thankful for it. So in conclusion, I hope that you have learned something about how to keep your gut healthy. And I want to say that the Bible says to eat that which is good. And if you do that, I am sure that your gut microbe will thank you. And for this particular lecture, I did forget to put my references in, but I want to tell you that Guide to the Gut Microbe, this is one of the references. You'll find a lot of information in this. And this is found on the Physicians Committee for Responsible Medicine. That's a website that you can go to, and they have a lot of information on the gut. And also, there's also another handout that they have. It's called Health Gut, Prebiotics and Probiotics. And you'll find, like I said, a lot of information on this website, and I'm sure that there's plenty more websites that talk about the gut and plenty of studies that you can find. So I hope that you have been blessed, and God bless you, and enjoy the rest of the night. Thank you.
Hi, everybody. I hope you have been blessed with this wonderful lecture by my wife. She's an incredible lecturer. And yeah, the gut is very important. It's the second brain, they say. Okay, so we're going to blanch this. Okay, Emily, you're going to put this into the boiling water there. So the broccoli is a broccoli cheese soup. It's not a carrot soup. It's not a potato soup. So it's a broccoli and cheese soup. The carrots and the potatoes do bring the creaminess, the cheese aspect of it. And now we're going to put the broccoli into the soup. Okay, I want to show you this soup that Emily made there. Okay, so we can see it there. This is okay. How beautiful is that, guys? I hope you make it. For those who haven't just looking at it right now, I hope you do it at home. Just follow the recipe just like this and you won't be disappointed. Okay, so let's go ahead and put the broccoli in. I can help you. Okay, let me drain it quickly. Okay, do you like overcooked broccoli? I hate overcooked broccoli. So for few seconds it's plenty. So this is what we have there. Okay, so we're going to add. Can you see? Beautiful, vibrant. So okay, let's put it in. Go ahead now. And if you make this soup like a day ahead, because you do not have time to make it on the same day, what you want to do, you don't want to add the broccoli right away. Okay, you want to add the broccoli on the same day you're going to eat it, because you don't want the broccoli to overcook into your into your soup. Okay, so make sure that happens like this. Now this is ready. This is beautiful, and this is a broccoli cheese soup. Okay, so Emily, we're going to, you can put it there just like that. Okay, you want to try it first before we serve it to our customers, our client, our customers, client, our guests. You know, I used to be run my restaurant, so for me you're all customers and client. Okay, go ahead. Okay. This is, and let me know what you're saying. Always make sure you taste your food before you serve it, so you won't be stressed, huh? When you serve to your customers or your guests. Okay, so give me the taste, everybody. This is good. It's awesome.
Really good.
So what is good about the cashew? You can taste the smoked paprika, the garlic.
Yeah, I can taste it all. Then it's really velvety
Yes.
and creamy. It's like sweet, but it's got a little bit of spice.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Very well.
it's really good.
And also having a before we had the garlic, the bread, everything. Okay, we want to scoop it up into these things there, and I will garnish it for you. Just an idea to give you, Emily. So we have your guests coming home, so be nice and pretty. Look at that. So let's put it into this cup there. Beautiful. Let's fill it up. This is for one person. This is for me. One person meal. Okay. So now. And I have something. I have Emily. I have some serrano pepper, just to give you a little bit of heat. It's optional, but I like the heat. This is some serrano pepper there. See, and so we're going to put a little bit, just a dash of this serrano pepper there in the center, just like that. Okay, and sprinkle some smoked paprika there, just like this, and a little bit of coconut milk, just a dash here and there. Okay, just like that. Okay, and then you have it, Emily, so we can enjoy this meal. And this is our broccoli cheese soup. And we never eat, me, I don't eat a soup without a piece of bread. Okay, a baguette or sourdough bread like this. Don't you?
Yeah.
Yes. So we're going to just do this like that. Okay, and we just put it there. Oh man, this is incredible. I want to eat this soup now. Don't you?
Yeah, it's like a piece of art.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Yes. Okay, so well, we basically done. We're going to try it all together. Thank you for coming, and thank you to allow us to come to your home and cook with us. And I do hope that you have a great experience, and I do hope your cashew blender thing work better than us. And I hope you have a great experience. And thank you again, guys.
All right. Wasn't that awesome that they made some mistakes, so you can feel right at home watching them and knowing that even they make mistakes. So that was fun. So I want to definitely thank Miguel and his trained chef, Emily. Thank you also, Nadine, for your health lecture tonight. So don't forget the key points. So health is important, physical health. So partake in this fullness. Don't forget the spiritual health. That's very important for complete health and happiness.
Yes.
Holiness and health make happiness.
Yeah.
So we're winding down. May 25 is our next presentation. It'll be the last for the season. We'll put out on our Facebook line what we're going to be doing in our presentation. But I want to just thank our producers. So we got Daniel Bailey here. He's probably could step into the front of the camera. Samuel Gervin, come on around to the front so they can see who you are. And then, of course, the rest of us here. All right, so God bless. We're going to say goodbye and sign off for now. We're going to eat a little bit of food.
Yes, we're going to eat something. We're going to try it all together, and you can just looking at us eating. And for now, we say eat better, live well.
God bless. See you.